This is one of the widest vintage lenses that I ever found. On my Blackmagic OG, the full-frame equivalent focal length is 35mm with a crop factor of 2 thanks to the Viltrock focal reducer. I'll go through a few points that I like and I don't with this lens. The first point that I really like is focal length. Although the lens is not as wide as my previous wide lens SLR 8mm f4, but since I can convert the Nikon f mount on this lens to EF mount, now I can use this wide focal length on both my Super 16 OG and my production 4K camera. The advantage of wider lenses is shooting handheld without introducing micro jitter or shaky motion into your frame. Here I was holding the camera, which has some handheld movements, but the frame is not completely unusable. The wider the less noticeable hand movements the viewer would notice. Wide and fast lenses are very expensive, which gets to the next thing that I like about this lens. This is the most affordable lens with wide focal length and decent fast aperture. I bought this lens for about $60 in my local currency, plus $5 service fee. It's quite rare to find another similar lens in this price. Let's talk about its aperture. f3.5 is not as fast, but with a speed booster, it can get as fast as an f2.5 lens, as f3.5 is decently sharp, and it can get even sharper at f5.6 or f8. Now about things that I dislike about this lens. First, the flare. I find the flare a bit disappointing. It's not as nice looking as on my Nikon lenses. The Tokina's flare has weird tinge of magenta. On one occasion, after applying a film emulsion color, the flares create dark spot on the frame. The build of this lens is also disappointing. Although it has metal housing and the overall feeling is alright, the parts of the housings are not as tightly fitted, so when focusing or just holding the lens while shooting may introduce some micro jitter into the frame. Maybe my copy is not perfect, or Tokina never intends this lens to be used in video. Overall, in conclusion, this is a nice lens to have for both photography and video, and I like to recommend this lens as a wide option for less than $100.